We are here live at the secondary campus. Back to school begins starting Tuesday, and we have a great year in store. Thanks for tuning in. We are live. Wolferst?
Yes, sir.
Happy to be here with you, sir.
It is awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait. Got a great show for everybody.
We sure do. And if you're just joining us from the ribbon cutting ceremony, we hope that was a great time for everyone. We have a new building. We know this community's been waiting a long time for such a new building. And we have exciting news, too. The secondary campus is up for funding in December, and we should start planning.
Yeah.
Planning
Let's
for
go.
another new building starting in February of 2023. So tonight, it's our goal to produce a great show for you, this game day show. We have a lot to talk about. We have alumni night. Our football team is playing St. Bernard-Elmwood Place. And we have a guest on deck for you, Mr. Warmack, our athletic director. But first, I think we have another person with us who's going to help us out tonight. His name is Kyle Chambers, and he is our field reporter for the evening. So we're going to go ahead and check in with Kyle. Kyle, how are things down in the parking lot?
Hey guys, things down in the parking lot are we're getting ready for a great night. We have some delicious food out here in the parking lot for everyone coming to watch the game to try. I have Misty Alcorn, Finneytown mom extraordinaire, here to talk about the food. What do we have? What delicious food do we have out here at this tailgate for people to try?
We have the Funnel of Love funnel cakes. They have strawberry, M&Ms, Oreo, deep fried Oreos, all kinds of fun stuff. We have Joyously Sweets. She's a Finneytown mom, local chef. She has a Sammy. It is a strawberry crunch with ice cream in the middle.
Man, that looks so good. I guarantee you I'm going to be eating about 3 of these funnel cakes all night. This looks delicious. I might save you guys some, but it looks so awesome. Can't wait for everyone to come join us. It's going to be an awesome night. Back to you guys.
Good, Kyle. That looked real good down there. You better be saving us some because, it is hot and warm, and, you got to be going around finding some drinks for us as well. So, but yes. So, Eric, what we got coming up?
Well, the funnel cakes are not here by chance. Our athletic director is joining us right now, Gerald Warmack. He put on the tailgate tonight, the tacos, the funnel cake, the music. Mr. Warmack, tell us all the things that went into tonight's game.
Well, I tried to strike while the iron was hot, trying to make sure we could celebrate not only the opening of Finneytown Elementary, but the great things that we're doing here on secondary campus with our athletic program and just the community piece. The community has been great towards us since I've been here, helping to celebrate a lot of different things that we've done. So I just figured it'd be good to have some fun, with the opening of Finneytown Elementary. We got the Sham Rocker here from Jake Sweeney. We got some fun treats. So if you like funnel cakes and other sweets, then this is the place to be.
Looking around, we got the turf last year on the field. What are some other improvements that you're trying to do for our athletic program and our athletes in general?
Well, we signed an Adidas contract, so we are officially branded.
There we go.
That's one thing
Yes.
that we wanted to make sure we do. Kids and people are excited about brands, so we wanted to make sure we had a official brand for Finneytown, so we have an Adidas contract. We are working on raising funds to help renovate the current gym that we have, raising some funds to try to go ahead and put a new press box in, which is something that just came up recently. New scores tables, new uniforms for all the kids, just try to generate some excitement and try to make sure we get all the kids involved here in something, whether it's athletics, band, or whatever. Just want to make sure that they have a great high school experience and that it's something that they can go back when they graduate and just share the dreams and the memories that they have about being here at Finneytown.
And so you talk about the new field, the press box that we're raising funding for. I noticed we have a new scoreboard in the gym.
Put 2 new scoreboards in the gym as well. Trying to make sure we upgrade the equipment, bringing it to modern times. And there's another thing that's exciting that's going to be coming down the pipe here in the next couple of weeks, so I'll keep that under wrap. But you'll get this, you'll see it, and you'll recognize it. So.
Nice.
All right, we'll be looking for that. So fall season's underway. I know we have a variety of sports teams been working hard practicing out there playing games. Our coaches are working hard. What's been exciting so far this fall sports season?
Just to watch the kids go out and compete. It's no secret that we haven't been great athletically. But from year one to this is my 6th year, watching the kids grow, take COVID year out of it, but to watch them grow and watch how hard they're competing against other teams and their opponents is really exciting. Watching them grow as individuals is one of the things that I'm really happy about. It's just their pride in wearing the F claw on their chest is something that is really cool to see, because they're really proud and excited about the uniforms and just the Finneytown community. And they know that we're not there yet. I know we still got a lot of work to do, but in a couple years they'll come back once they graduate and they'll see the tradition and the legacy that they've left, and they will be happy about it. So.
Absolutely.
So speaking of traditions and legacies and coming back, what's the future look like? What are you trying to accomplish here at Finneytown? I know you've been here 6 years. You and I have been talking a lot lately, but what's your vision? I mean, I know we're doing all this stuff, but I know you got more in store. But what do you want the fans and the players and everybody to find out?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's about championships. We've got a really nice nucleus of young kids that are coming through the program, and here in the next couple of years, I can anticipate us starting to win some championships. I mean, you look at the track program, which was pretty good back in the early 2000s, and then it kind of went dormant. And just within the past 2 years, they've been breaking records and going to the state championships and winning championships in the CHL. You look at the wrestling program. We had a couple young people who made it to nationals, who placed in the top 10 in the nationals. So, it's about winning championships, and our kids are starting to get there. And like I said, it's the young people who are following behind the lead of the older class members that are going to eventually be the ones that break through the glass ceiling. So I'm excited about that. I think that's going to happen a lot sooner. I'm a realist. I would like to say it's going to happen in 5 years, but it might happen within the next 2. Who knows? So that's my vision. And then I think there's some other facilities that I think we are in need of that will really set us apart. We're kind of we're one of a few closed districts here, and so we've got to create some opportunities and things that set us apart from everyone else. And so there's some other plans that are in the works, some other conversations that are taking place that I'm really excited about, and I believe that the things will happen, So I know they're going to happen, so it's not about a belief. I know they're going to happen because the community's behind us. We got some right people that are behind us and believing and following the dream.
It's awesome. Awesome.
All right, Mr. Warmack. Coach Warmack, right?
Retired Coach Warmack.
Retired Coach Warmack. So, I'm used to seeing you Friday nights on the sidelines coaching up the players and leading the football team. So what's been hardest about this fall and football season or stepping away?
I can be honest with you. It hasn't been hard at all. I've been coaching for over 30 years, and so, when it's time for you to walk away. I thought I left the program in a good place.
Absolutely.
Stabilized, and, I was excited about it and knew that there was a good young crew coming back. But I knew it was time for me to go ahead and turn the reins over to somebody else. So a good friend of mine just happened to have a conversation with him and asked him if he would be interested. He applied along with several other. We have some very good candidates for this job. It was tough. It really was tough, but he's a program builder. I've watched him build programs around the city. He coached my son when he was in high school and watched my son grow. So I looked for the opportunity to hire somebody to take my place that I feel comfortable with, that would help our programs, continue to go on the upward trajectory. So I hired Armand Tatum, and so I was excited about it. I'm excited about the things that he's doing. I will tell you the one hard part, the one hard thing for me is just watching those guys, do different things. I'm not around. I try to not to be around on purpose. And try to understand their philosophy. So, sometimes I'll sit there and watch it play, and I'll go, I probably would have called something different.
Once a coach, always a coach.
Once a coach, always a coach. But, in all honesty, it hasn't been hard at all. It really hasn't. I'm focusing on the little kids, trying to make sure we grow those programs because they are our future.
Right.
Yeah. And if we don't strengthen those younger programs and those younger kids and get them excited about athletics, eventually we'll start to see the programs die. So we got some work to do. We do. There's some programs that are struggling with bodies. So since I've been out, that's been my primary focus. And Dave and I talk about restoring the roar. When people come to Finneytown, they've got to, or when they see Finneytown on the schedule, they got to recognize that this is not going to be the Finneytown of old. It's not a cakewalk. We're going to fight. Win, lose, or draw,
Absolutely.
we're going to fight for 4 quarters. So, that's been my focus since I stepped away. I can tell you right now, I do not miss planning and watching film at all. I caught myself watching film last week, and I turned it off real quick because I was just going to get back in coach's mode. So.
Well, you certainly made an impact on the program and left it in a great spot. And what surprised you about Coach Tatum so far in the way that he's interacted with the kids, the community?
To be honest with you,
about that.
nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, he's always been a genuine guy. He's a great high-character guy. And I try to make sure all of our coaches are high-character guys because we model the behavior that we expect.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we don't have high character and our character is flawed, then our kids will have, they pick up on it. So what he's done and what he's doing has not shocked me at all. I mean, just because that's just who he is. He's genuine. He's a genuine guy. And so, he's a faith-based guy. He doesn't waver from anything. And, he wants what's best from the kids. So, I mean, it was easy. And like I said, it was tough. I mean, we had some good guys that applied for this job. I mean, one of them was one of my best friends, and it was, that was probably the toughest call to make, to tell him you're not the guy for the job. I found somebody else different. So,
all right. Well, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes.
We did have a chance to sit down with Coach Tatum last week. We did an interview on the football field, and things that Coach Warmack shared about Coach Tatum being a genuine guy, faith-based guy, someone who has clear values and sticks with them, really came through in the interview, and we're excited to share that with you. This is what Coach Tatum had to say.
A little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. My name is Armin Tatum. I'm born and raised Cincinnati, Ohio. A Walnut alum. So I'm just happy to be here right now, honestly and truly. Our mission statement is building future husbands and fathers through the game of football. So that's our mission statement as a football coaching staff. Vision-wise, number one, we need to build to capacity. So we're going to start getting into the school, recruiting the hallways, things of that nature, getting guys in the weight room, in the off season, building them up physically, while also trying to make sure that they are in class doing what they need to do academically, so that way they can play football, can go on to college and do what they want to do. I'm different, and I say that on a semi-regular basis to our players. Our goal is for them to be productive men in society. So if they go on to college, they go on to get HVAC certification, they're a master plumber, whatever else, those are our championship rings. So we're more worried about how are you going to be as a young man when you leave this campus. So we spend a lot of time on character building, things of that nature. So the wins are important, but they're not as important as building those future men. Our guys in this football program are very resilient. Coming into anytime there's a coaching change, there's always that hesitancy. How is it going to be? Who's going to do what? Things of that nature. What's going to change? What's going to stay the same? So early on, a lot of guys sort of showed up, and there's a lot of buy-in. There's a lot of buy-in early on, which helped out a lot. We've really concentrated on empowering our leaders, to really lead the team. So that's what really surprised us thus far, is that the guys taking on what we're giving them. Finneytown is a very family-oriented community, which I love. Everyone knows everyone. The kids, most of the kids are within walking distance. I'll pop into the Kroger down the street, and I'll see volleyball players, football players, cheerleaders, what have you. So just being able to have that true family and community feel has been awesome so far.
Watching the game
cheer. I love the family atmosphere. Continue to support our young men. They need to know that there are people out there that maybe they don't know specifically that have their backs, that really want to see them succeed on the field and off the field.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anything else?
Tatum, as you can see, Coach Tatum, great guy. We're lucky to have him. Hearing him talk about the mission of the program to build future husbands and fathers with our varsity football team and all the other athletes that he impacts really comes through in that interview, and we're so glad to have him. We are also glad to have our 2 assistant principals from Finneytown Secondary Campus. Joining us here on stage live, we have Lisa Samuel. Lisa, how are you?
I'm great.
Thanks for joining us. And we also have Mr. Anton Walker. Mr. Walker, thanks for being on the show, sir.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
All right, and I think we need Mr. Walker's mic to come on. Miss Samuel,
Yes.
I know just like Coach Tatum shared, they've been working hard this summer, the football team practicing, getting things ready, and I know your team here at the secondary campus has been doing a lot too. We have the new building over there. We've heard about it over and over. And I know being over here might not feel too good about all that's going on over there. But I know the 2 of you, along with Miss Miller, Carol Miller, our principal, have worked hard to take the secondary campus and clean it up and really make it a nice place for our students and staff. So can you tell us about all that went into that this summer?
Yeah, well, first I want to say we felt like we were on the island of misfit toys until we found out that we're getting a new building.
There we go. That's right.
I've been in district 20 years, and I was mainly at Whitaker, and I come up here and then no building. But we're getting a new building. But Carol Miller,
Yeah, there she is over there.
yeah, she's over there. Yeah, I'm going to talk about you.
Yeah.
No, she's awesome. She's a team player. If she won't do anything, she won't ask you to do anything she won't do.
That's right.
So can I tell you, Salam Paz is my friend because we moved a lot of furniture from Whitaker and Brent, desks, tables, chairs. Our senior lounge, the high school lounge for the teachers has been revamped. I'm not going to tell them because the kids might show up. So, no, you can't go in there because we have nice stuff so children stay away.
Right.
But we worked really hard making sure all the tables in classrooms match, all the chairs in classrooms match. But old furniture is heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It's heavy, and I'm an old lady, but I hung in there. I got Mr. Walker by 2 months, so... Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You want to go there?
Yeah, we're going to go there.
Going there, right?
Double nickels.
Oh, there it is. Put it
There
right
it
out
is.
there.
Put it out
It's out
there.
there.
Hey.
Hey, we're live, so I can say it. Don't put me live.
Well, I mean, we saw all the hard work and, taking advantage of the situation with Whitaker closing and Brent closing to go get furniture. And that's important, furniture that matches and looks nice. And it was just impressive to see the way your team rallied around that and made the best of the opportunity. So the secondary campus does look great.
Yeah. When we walked into the teacher's lounge, I mean, it was just like, oh, wow, this is awesome. So you guys did a fabulous job, and we really do appreciate the staff. I know really does appreciate all the things that you have done this summer for us. And speaking about, the start of school year on Tuesday, the kiddos will be back. What are you looking forward to this school year, Mr. Walker, about, the beginning of the year?
I mean, anytime the school year comes back around, it's like you get a chance to recharge over the summer. And then you get to see all these kids who come back, and I think it's going to be great. I think along with the things that we've done in the on secondary campuses, try to spruce it up and whatnot, I think the kids are in for a good surprise with the things that they see. And we've got some new staff members as well that have come on board with us, and they've just hit the ground running. And we've been rocking and rolling. We've been meeting. It was a good week this week, having staff come back and just being able to reconnect and see folks that we hadn't seen, the relationships that we built, and be able to, chop it up and talk about some things that we're going to be doing with the students this school year. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be back and ready to rock and roll.
That's great, because I know on Tuesday when I came back, I was like, 8 o'clock came around way too early, right?
Wait for 7:30.
You guys had a long.
No, I know.
The teachers had a long summer.
Right,
They had a
exactly.
long summer.
I know. And
Next year,
gonna be a
short summer, exactly. But but as the week went on, that energy, you could just feel the energy.
Absolutely.
And like today, setting up for this live game day show, it was great. So it's just one of those things that, the excitement from you guys, that just filters down to us, and hopefully it filters down to the kids, and then it comes right back up. And, that's what we're looking for here. So.
So you talk about the students and staff coming back and how exciting it is to see them after such a long summer. Lisa, what makes our kids, our students, our staff unique and so great?
Well, the diversity. We're the number 3 school for diversity in the state of Ohio, and that's unique. Especially, the districts above us are large districts. We're a tiny district. And our kids bring energy, they bring their uniqueness and their differences. And we bring it together to be one, to become a family. And there's rough days, but we have way more good days. And they give hugs, and, they come to us if they need something, or if they're, having a bad day. They know we're there no matter what. So they're just good kids. They are. They really are. They're and like Mr. Walker says, when they're here, they're our babies.
Yes.
And he always says, "Oh, she's going mama style," because before I'm an educator, I'm a mom.
Right.
So they're my children when they're here.
Yes.
So they're awesome children.
They are, and I see you interact with our students in such a positive way, and I know they feel that from you, that mom vibe. Mr. Walker, you as well. I know our kids just love and look up to you. The dad vibe, right? But the way that our administration interacts with our staff and supports them too, alongside of our students, is really something special, and something I think that sets Finneytown apart as a school district, and a great place to be.
Right, and another thing that sets us apart is our, involvement, with the house system and our mission statement of trying to build community, right?
Yes.
And not just community with the students and the staff, but community with our community. Talk about that? How's that coming along? What are some things that, we're doing some things differently? Open house. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, open house traditionally was your parents come in and they go to the teacher's classroom, and basically the teacher will tell you, okay, this is how I run my classroom, blah, blah, blah. And so we wanted to change that up. We wanted to make it a little bit more, less formal, I guess you can say, where, we're outside, and we've got some things that'll be set up. The PTA will be here. There'll be different partners in the community that'll be here as well. Just trying to welcome everyone back, and to get people excited about school. And there'll be some sports going on that day as well. So it'll be basic, hey, wherever you want to fit in and do something, we got everything that you need right here on campus.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's going to be it's going to be nice. It's going to be basically like a festival or something, where people can get what they want while they're here. So if you want to go look at some sports, after you you talk to your child's teacher, you can go watch. I think we have a soccer game going on. It's either a soccer game or a middle school football game. Then we got volleyball going on in the gym as well. So again, there will be something for everyone out here, during open house.
And of course, we're going to feed people.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's important. That's important.
Right.
So
definitely.
All right.
So, open house secondary campus has really evolved over time into something that's more of a celebratory feel, one that we try to connect people, and I can't help but think that that's going to be a fantastic event, especially like you said with the soccer game going on and all the other activities. So, there are only a few more years, though, with that kind of thing happening in this building.
Right.
This building right here. So, I know it was weird how it unfolded. At first, we thought we were going to get funded, and then we thought we weren't going to get funded, but now it seems we are getting funded for a new building. And the secondary campus in about 3-4 years is going to look completely different, a brand new building. So when you heard that news, because I'm sure at first when you heard we weren't, how'd you feel?
Disappointed and hurt.
You can chime in as well.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah, that was a heavy blow because I remember going from door to door canvassing, for us to get the funding, for the building. So yeah, it was bad.
But
I didn't
then
like the feeling.
No, I didn't either. But when you heard, wait a second, not true, we are getting funded, what did that feel like?
Oh, it felt awesome. I start telling the teachers now, start purging.
Yeah,
because, as educators, we become hoardy sometimes.
Right.
So it's like start throwing stuff away because you can't take it to the new building.
Right.
And walking over there, I like the kids said, I felt some kind of way. New building, the new smell. Well, although we have new carpets, so you get that, that new carpet smell. But everything being brand new. So I said, oh, this is awesome. Because like I said, I've been here 20 years and waiting for a new building, and then I'm not the first one in it.
Right.
But that's okay because their building will be old. And ours will be new.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw a little shade out. I'm not gonna lie.
And if you haven't, well, we are throwing a little shade. If you haven't had a chance to go see the new building, take the opportunity when you get it, because the new building over there at Finneytown Elementary is fantastic. It is designed for collaborative learning, big open spaces, a beautiful cafetorium, and certainly something we're proud of and thankful for as our community supported that when we went for the levy. And here we are a few years later, right out there on Winton Road, brand new Finneytown Elementary. Well, Mr. Walker, Ms. Samuel, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
We did have a chance, before you go, we had a chance to talk to Laurie Banks, Dr. Laurie Banks, our superintendent, and she was in the new building when I asked her about it, and this is what our superintendent, Dr. Laurie Banks, had to say.
I'm Laurie Banks. I'm the superintendent for Finneytown Local School District. I'm here in our new library at Finneytown Elementary. It's going to be a great space for our students to come, select books, read, and collaborate and learn. And we're looking forward to a fantastic school year. So the new building has been a long time coming. It started with the passage of the bond issue, where our community showed up in a big way for us. And then we started the design phase, the groundbreaking, and now the opening. And it's just been such a partnership, not only with our design team, our architect, but our community and the planning. And we're excited to get our students here and open this space. I feel like over the past couple of years, we've been planning and designing, and now we get to do. And so our kids will get to come into this space. It allows us to learn differently, have conversations, and it also will set us up for the design and planning of our secondary campus. And so I think this is just the beginning of a lot of great things that will happen in our community. So we started planning for the ribbon cutting back in late winter, and it's been an ongoing process. We have talked intentionally about hosting our community in a way that we host our staff and students. And so what we envisioned was bringing the community together and making sure we had connection involved, which would be part of the check-in and checking in with one another, and then celebrating our students through that, a lot of gratitude to the community, to our partnerships, and then ending with a way to close out and imagine what it looks like moving forward, and incorporating our marching band, incorporating our and staging our students' art, so that when our community came in to see the space, they could see what it would look like once our students are actually here. I'm surprised by our community daily. whether it's an email of support, whether it's our PTA showing up in a big way to serve breakfast to 200 staff members on opening day, whether it's our other support organizations supporting our activities for our students. Even the pushback we get, it challenges us to be better and to think differently, and sometimes through those comes new opportunities. So I think just the way they show up continuously to support not only our staff, but our students, and also help us build partnerships with alumni and other community members and businesses. So I think my biggest hope is that our momentum continues. And with that momentum, we increase our partnerships, we increase our conversations of possibilities about the design and planning of secondary campus, showcasing what also is happening at Finneytown Elementary with our project-based learning, the continuation of our restorative practices, as well as our RP rooms, our restorative practice mediators with our students leading the work. Ultimately, I think the engagement of our community will be through our students and our students' leadership. And so I hope the momentum continues in that way and starts shifting us. Or in closing, I'd like to just express my gratitude to the Finneytown community for how they continue to show up for us and support us. We are excited about this school year, about building on the momentum and the design of the secondary campus in late winter. And we just appreciate that. It's an honor to serve our community in this way. In terms of our fall athletes and marching band, we just say, go Cats, bring home some wins, and we'll be there supporting you along the way.
Clearly, Dr. Banks, super excited about the new elementary and the media center and all the possibilities in that new building. And so, like I said before, get over there and check it out. We now have another guest, Jeff Kathman.
Hi.
Jeff, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Jeff's joining us as the varsity golf coach.
Yes, sir.
Varsity golf coach. And Jeff, I know in the past you coached with my co-host here, Dave Wolferst, softball. So you guys go way back. So
A little bit.
Yeah.
we do a little run.
Little run.
I know a lot of good runs and a lot of good players and many lives impacted by the two of you coaching together. But we're here to talk about golf in this season. So can you just tell us about your team this year and how things are going?
Well, currently we stand at 3-4, which is good. I've got a very, very inexperienced team this year. We've got one returning player and 4 who have never played a varsity golf match. One kind of filled in a few times here and there last year, but CHL is a very, very competitive golf league.
Yes, it is.
So we have a challenge each year. This year it's a little bit bigger than the past, just with the total inexperience, even to playing abilities. But hey, 3 wins so far. I'm pretty happy with the season. We go into the meat of it next week. We've got the Indian Hill, Marymount Madeira run, which is it's a tough week.
Sure.
But I'll see a lot of good golf. The Finneytown kids have never stopped trying. That's the best thing about this team. They're not giving up. We've had a couple struggle matches, but they've gotten back in the van with the same attitude. I learned through another coach, attitude and effort. So that's kind of bled into golf, and it works with golf, with the competitive league we're in. We've got to stay upbeat about the things. We've lowered our averages so far in the 7 matches.
There we go.
Everything's good right now. It's going to get tough, but I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So, when you talk about attitude and effort and your team, having a young team, from last year you had pretty much all seniors.
Yes. Last year was a dream team.
Yes, and you had, you had them when they were brand new.
Yes.
So this is your 5th year here.
Yes.
And so talk about, the transitioning from, coaching people that have 4 years experience to newbies coming on to the golf scene that may not know the rules. I mean, what's your thought process on that? And I know you have Zach, who's been, your stellar golfer. And he couldn't make it tonight.
Right.
And, you want to talk a little bit about Zach's leadership, and what he's doing and what you're doing to get these kids winning 3 matches.
Right.
Because that's very, very impressive.
Very impressive.
With what what you've had to start with.
Right. Well, Zach is instrumental in what our team's going to do this year. He saw great leadership from the seniors in the past, which has really helped him. And his maturity and leadership level from a freshman now to a senior has been amazing. He's taken each one of them. He actually asks each week to play with a different one during our match. And he's helping me teach them the small rules that I don't have the time on the course to teach them all the small things, which are becoming more important as the season goes along, as we get to the CHL and the sectional tournament. So Zach has been great. It's been different this year because they are so new at the game of golf. So we've had to go over some of the fundamentals, basics. That's taken up a little bit of the teaching the rules part of the game, and Zach has been great. All along improving his game immensely. I think Zach was kind of the talk of the CHL preview tournament because he lowered his score by almost 20 strokes from last year.
20 strokes?
Yes. Yeah, he was at like a 112, and he came in at 90, maybe 89 to 90 this year. And it was just a great transition because he's worked so hard. I think he played golf 5 to 6 days a week during the summer. Wow. Takes lessons 1 day a week. He works. And it's a blessing. Without him, it would be a struggle. So I already don't look forward to next year, but I've got a couple that I think are going to take his place.
And it's so cool to hear that he initiated that idea of him partnering with one of his teammates each week or each practice to help them along the way, recognizing that that's something he could contribute.
Right.
Not so much individually or on the course, but just being a leader and being there, an extension of you in a sense.
Well, I can't thank him enough for doing it because he understands what I'm trying to do. Again, because I had great leaders prior to him that bought into the program and bought into what we're going to battle each match. Is it's a struggle, but my goal is to have fun, get better, and learn something more than the game of golf out of what we have to do.
I love
that. And again, that was taught to me by somebody else. And I think it's a great thing to try to get these kids. I can't lie. I mean, right? You always have a mentor, right?
For
or
sure.
somebody you look up to. So in coaching, I have one close to us here. So,
no doubt.
And that's all I'm trying to do is get them ready for something the next level. I stressed to my daughter long ago, learn to play golf because you want to be invited to the golf outing with the company instead of staying at work. And she's done it, and it's worked well for her. And I think there's something to be said for that. The game of golf teaches you a lot more about life than just low scores.
I love hearing that all of our coaches have that mentality where it's not just what happens on the field, but the way that what you do in practice and on the field and with teammates translates to life beyond sports.
And, we talk about legacies, leaving your legacy and things like that. When Jeff and I are coaching softball with our seniors are so the captain, they know they're an extension of who we are, and that's what Zach is doing. I mean, from what the conversation you just said is that he's just an extension of you, and I know as a head coach, that's just so much pressure off of us, and we can spend more time with someone else that might need that one-on-one.
Yes, and that's what I have this year is a lot of that. I am counting my blessings for what I got last year. I didn't know how nice it was. As in our softball practices, you open up the door, you let them out of the van at practice. They go and do it. I didn't have to tell them what to do. This year it's, hey, come here. Hey, you need to be here. I forgot to tell you to do this. So it's been adapting, but it's also been fun because that's what I want to do.
Right.
It's really what I want to do is try to get them to better themselves in this game and life. And so it was just kind of a wake-up call, quick, fast one, but I've taken the challenge and ready to go. So,
well, Coach Kathman, we appreciate all you do as a coach. And wait, hold on a second.
Yeah. So when if somebody wants to come out and watch you guys,
absolutely.
So where can they find you? You got a home course. You have a couple of home courses.
Right,
obviously.
we've got a couple courses. Any course that we play matches on, which are mainly the Mill course in Winton Woods, we do get to play some at Clovernook. They're nice enough to let us use that. They're all free to attend. And I tell you what, the few parents that come up all are really impressed at how the events are run and how much fun it is. So I encourage anybody to come up. And since you brought it up, Dave, if anybody's watching this, Finneytown does have a golf team. We can have more than 5 kids on a team. It would be very nice for me to coach. I know hopefully some young kids are watching this somewhere. Come up and play. Even if you come up during the summer when we do some things, just to see what it's about. And as the season gets closer, if it doesn't work out, that's fine. But give me a chance, guys. So.
Awesome. And you have extra clubs for the
kids. Yes. We're building a program
clubs.
thanks to the athletic department and boosters. We're going to be starting to supply the equipment next year, and I'm excited about that. So
that's good.
That's good. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the free plug I just got.
Absolutely, and thanks for being on the show, and thanks for all you do for our student athletes and this community. So
I do appreciate it.
If you're hungry, I think Mr. Chambers, Kyle's out there in the field, and he has a report for us. So we're going to go ahead and send it to you, Kyle.
Hi, it's Kyle again, and the night I've been excited for most is where I get to try all these delicious foods. I do have some special guests with me right now that I want to give them opportunity to introduce themselves.
I am Maggie Laird, and I am the president of the Athletic Boosters. We support student athletes in 7th through 12th grade.
My name is Jeff Steele, and I'm an alumni of Finneytown.
All right, so we got some delicious food from the concession stands. What do we have for us that we get to try tonight? What's before us? It looks really good.
Well, we're very excited to bring you a couple of new spicy jalapeno items. One is spicier than the other, and I think that if you are a jalapeno fan, you're going to be very, very happy. This first one right here is a jalapeno cheddar pretzel, and you can either dip it in salsa or in the cheese. What do you think?
Ooh, that spice. Ooh, it hits you really hard, but it's so good.
Yeah.
That's good. I really like the cheese. The cheese kind of gives you that, with that spice, it kind of keeps it nice and tasty. That's really spicy, but also like super good. And what do we got here?
And this is our jalapeno. You can also put cheese on that, or mustard, or whatever you. What do you think of that one?
Well, spicy. Very good, though. Very good.
Way more kick.
Yes, way more kick.
I can feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
Super good. I love it. And then always, I think the best sellers, every single kid that I see has these. What makes these ices so special and so delicious?
Lots of sugar. Or blue, or if you really want to do it right, you get a mix.
The concession stand, try all the new delicious foods, the spicy pretzels and sausage. Studio, back to you.
Make sure you get out to the Wildcat Cafe. Maggie Laird and our Boosters Association does a fantastic job putting together a delicious menu that you can enjoy when you come attend a sporting event here at McNulty Stadium.
Yep.
And
you don't even need cash anymore.
Oh, they take card?
They take card.
How about that?
Wow. So, yes.
There we go.
Moving up in the world.
Well, our next two guests are from the volleyball program. We have Coach Morgan Hart.
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good.
Thanks.
How are you all?
We're good.
Well.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
And we have our very own senior. LaCara Baber, senior volleyball player. How are you, LaCara?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are good. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Coach Hart, you coached here. Or I'm sorry, you went to school here.
I did. I graduated in 2014, volleyball player alum. Decided to bring my talents back.
Back to Finneytown in a different light. Well, tell us how the season's going.
So we're 2-2 right now. We got a brand new team. We've never played together. 5 seniors, so that's nice. They've all played volleyball before, but it's our first time kind of working together, so we're figuring it out. We're having a good time doing it, and I love coaching these girls. So,
all right.
yeah.
Good. So, Lakira, what do you like about the season so far? What's been the ups, I guess?
That we're becoming a family. I like it better than any other year that I played volleyball because it's not just so competitive. It's like we get to have fun, but at the same time we're competing, if you get what I'm saying.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
We all like to work together as a unit, I would say. So as much as it is volleyball, it's just building girls' confidence, having fun, and just creating a safe environment for everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Fits our house motto, right?
That's right.
I mean,
no doubt. So in what ways have you been challenged as a coach? Is this your first year as a varsity volleyball coach?
It is. So I would say the most challenging thing, one, is making sure I'm staying organized. I do have a full-time job outside of coaching varsity volleyball, so making sure I have enough time off to get to practices and make sure that we have that full schedule definitely would be the most challenge for me. Other than that, I would say it's been pretty easy. I was a JV coach last year, so a lot of the girls I know, and I coached last year, so it's nice coming back to that and kind of building from that foundation we had last year.
Great.
There you
go. So what positions do you play?
I'm the front row middle player.
Middle blocker, huh?
Yeah.
And hitter? Yeah. How many kills you have?
I don't know. I haven't checked my stats.
Well, that's good.
She has a lot. She got some blocks, too, so that's good. I'd say her being a middle hitter is a crucial part of our team. They kind of run our offense. Yeah. So Kiki's gotten a lot of exposure to different teams and different players, and she's doing a great job at owning that middle blocker position.
So how long have you been playing?
I've been playing volleyball since I was in 7th grade. Okay. I took 2 years off. I took my sophomore year off and my freshman year. Well, my sophomore year I couldn't play because of COVID.
Right.
And I took my freshman year off because I didn't know if that's what I wanted to do. But I want to play volleyball in college, so I'm working really hard this year.
That's great. That's great to hear.
Lakira, what aspect of volleyball do you like most?
Everything, honestly. I like the competitiveness. I like that we don't have to run a lot.
Coach Hart doesn't make you run?
Yeah, Coach Hart didn't like to run.
That's because
when
they're so
she
good.
Oh, okay.
No.
Coach Hart didn't like to run when she was in school. So.
I would walk the mile with Mr. Wolferst.
Exactly. Oh, I know. I think I have the grades still for it.
What do you love about volleyball?
I like teaching the younger kids new things that they don't know. Me being a hitter, that's the most thing that I can teach. I'm also good all around, but that's just my main spot. So I like teaching people new things that they don't know. I like being the older person and somebody comes to and be like, hey, can you help me with this? I like our coach. I love Morgan so much.
Thank you.
She's probably the best coach I've had out of the year. Like the 6 years I've been playing, she's probably the best coach that I've had. So yeah, it makes me enjoy volleyball a lot more when you have a great coach, a great team behind you. Everything's not all competitive, but when we get to a game, we're going to be competitive. And we're never down on each other in the games. We never yell at each other. But at practices we do, but we never let other teams see that. Because you're just making your team look bad. So I like that.
That's good. That's awesome. So I got a question for you, Morgan.
Yes.
So Morgan the player, Morgan the coach. What would Morgan the coach tell Morgan the player now that you've got some experience coaching?
Probably just don't be too hard on yourself. I was telling my girls that there's so many points and opportunities in volleyball, and everybody makes mistakes, even the Olympic players. So if you do make a mistake, just brush it off and move on to the next one. I say, as a coach, I see my girls get down on themselves a lot, but I'm like, you're all new players, and we have so much to learn. All you can do is be 2% better every single practice or every single game.
It's awesome.
I like that, focusing on the growth.
Yep.
I have another question for Morgan.
Go right ahead.
What would Morgan, the adult, tell Morgan, the high school student, about academics?
I would say find your own groove. I'd say in high school, I didn't focus too hard on academics. I just necessarily focused on other things outside, social or volleyball. When I went to college, I was able to find my groove and what worked for me. And I don't know if I ever had like a space that I enjoyed studying, and I didn't really know or learn how to study until I was independent in college, and my parents basically told me, we'll bring you back to Ohio if you don't get good grades.
So there was some external motivation there for you.
Yeah.
Okay, double.
Yep.
Yeah.
So speaking of school, Tuesday, right? So Tuesday.
That's right.
So what are you looking for? You're senior.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward your senior year?
I want us to be organized. I've looked at all the classes. Since I was a freshman, I've looked at every class, be unorganized and not know what they want to do. I just want our class to be organized. I want us to have the things that we want. I want everybody to graduate. And I know that's going to be hard, but I just want everybody to be on their stuff. I'm really ready for the first day to show you guys my outfit.
Always important, the first day outfit.
And it's game day.
Yes,
so.
And it's game day.
Yep.
On the first day. So I'm just excited for the school year. I'm a senior, so senior season.
It goes quick, I'll tell you that.
So now who do you play Tuesday night?
We played Marymount at Marymount.
Marymount at Marymount.
So if people want to come watch you, where do they find you at? What times are the games? All that good stuff.
So we're usually if we're not at home, we're at the other high school gyms. JV starts at 5:30, and then varsity starts at 6:30.
And that is at the Den here when we're here. So yes, you can come in and check them out.
Bring your portable fan.
Yes,
whatever you need.
It is warm in there.
Get a little toasty in our gym.
It does. It does. So it's awesome.
Well, Lakira, we're a little ahead of schedule, so we have a few extra minutes with the two of you. I'm curious to hear how you feel. We'll talk to you more as a person and a student than a volleyball player. I've known you since 7th grade, I think. I've seen you grow up, and I just want to hear how do you feel you've changed over time from when you were in 7th grader to where you are now? Because you're seen as a leader by your peers, by the staff. You're involved in so many things.
Yeah.
So just talk about that growth that you feel you've made and what you contributed to it.
I'm more focused about what I want to do in life. I would say when I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, it was just, I was going day by day, just didn't care. I care more. I'm more aware of my surroundings. I'm more respectful. I like to do more things with the school. I'm not going to say I didn't like this school, but I just used to be everywhere. Now I'm just like Finneytown. As me and Alana will call it, I'm a den demon.
All right, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm more with the school, everything. My attitude changed, my behavior changed. Yeah.
So you do more than just volleyball, right?
Yes.
And I mean, talk to what are you all involved in here in the school?
Okay, I'm a RP.
That's a restorative peer mediator with restorative practices.
Yes, I'm in leadership. I'm sorry. I play basketball. I run track, but I think I want to do softball this year.
There we go.
There we go.
I was in poetry club. I'm a student helper around with the middle school kids. I help mainly in the 7th grade hallway, but since it's my senior year, I'm going to have more open classes. Now I think I can help out a little more in the 8th grade hallway. I'm the football manager. I'm the football boys manager. I'm the basketball boys manager. And that's about it.
She does it all. She does it all.
I mean, she really does.
And she still has time to focus on volleyball and just be present in every situation.
And I keep all A's and B's.
That's important. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I do. I see you everywhere. It's like I leave one room and go to another, and somehow you're already there. You are involved in so many things. Lakira is a leader in this school, and your impact on everyone is tremendous and a story to celebrate. So
yeah,
we do thank you for all you're doing.
If kids want to get involved, what's the best way for them to get involved here at the school?
Honestly, whatever you want to get involved in, just go to the teacher that's doing the event or doing the activity. Like if you want to be a RPM, go to Ms. Dietz. She'll get you in like that. She'll get you into one of the trainings, and boom, you can help out like that. If you want to come play sports, talk to one of the coaches. And we do need the. I'm not gonna say we need the players, but a couple extra players never hurted nobody.
Right.
So just talk to one of the adults or administrators if you want to get into something and be a part of the school.
Awesome.
Well, we thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
Good luck this season.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Everybody
And,
come out to one of our games.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you haven't had a chance to go watch the Wildcats play volleyball in the Den, take the chance. Go there. You'll get to see LaCare up there hitting and Morgan out there coaching back here at our alma mater, Finneytown High School.
That's right.
Senior night
So-
is October 15th. If you guys want to come out.
There we go.
What's the date?
October 15th.
October
Senior
15th.
night.
And Volley
senior
for the
night.
Cure is September 29th.
Yes.
Great.
There
awesome.
we go.
Those are two very important events.
Well,
Great.
we thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Holland will take your headsets.
All right.
Do they walk right through here? Hey, so Kyle here again. I found the Finneytown Wildcat cheerleading team, and so they were doing so good, they were cheering, and so I want to let you guys at home see exactly what kind of energy the team brings, so I'm going to let them do their cheer. So ladies, are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
We're who you want to be.
You know what's up when you're playing against the Wildcats. Your time is up, we can't be touched. We're who you want to be. F-A-S. Who are we? You know what's up when you're playing against the Wildcats. Your time is up, we can't be touched. We're who you want to be. F-A-S. Who are we? We are F-A-S. Who are we? We are Cats. Let's go!
Woo! Oh man, go Wildcats. I'll tell you what, I'm pumped up and ready to go. I can't wait to watch our Wildcats beat up and win this football game. Back to you at the studio.
Hey, we're back. Thanks, Kyle, for that report. Thank you, cheerleaders. It was great.
Our cheerleaders do a great job of getting our crowd energized and going out there and supporting our players. Coach Gaines obviously works really hard with our cheerleaders. I'm very thankful for that. So here we are. We have about 31 minutes to kickoff, it looks like, against St. Bernard-Elmwood Place. Fans are coming in. Music's picking up a little bit.
Right.
Beautiful night tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's a great night for football. Come on out if you have some time. You know, the game starts at 7 o'clock. Talking about the game a little bit. St. Bernard is coming into town. They're 1-1. Both teams are 1-1. And it's probably going to be a pound and ground game, or ground and pound, however you want to say it. Either way, they came in. They've got 607 yards on the ground this year in 2 games. They're averaging 303 yards per game. Their workhorse is Greg Miller. He carried the ball 29 times for 369 yards, averaging 12.7 yards a carry. That's who we're going to have to key on. He had an 80-yard touchdown run last week. And then if we stop him, we cannot let Mr. Harris. He has 189 yards for St. Bernard. They don't throw the ball. I think their quarterback only has like 4 attempts. So they're going to be running the ball.
They run it all night.
They're going to run it a lot. They're going to use their speed and try to get outside, And on the defensive end, it's those same 2 players, Miller and Harris. They're combined for 47 tackles so far in 2 games. So, Finneytown's got their work cut out for us. But on our side, when we have the ball, we try to spread it around a little bit. Marvin Seidkamp and Brandon Wise, they take turns slinging the ball around. And Marvin has, he's got 8 of 14 for 51 yards. It's about a 9.1.
High completion percentage, yeah.
Yeah, 9.1 yards attempt. And our leading rusher is Phil Alwell with 85 yards on the ground here in 2 games. So, we got to spread the ball out. We're trying to, get the balls into our weapons' hands and get going. And hopefully our defense can stop the running game, And talking to Coach Tatum pregame, he made the comment that it's all about the offensive line, defensive line. They have
usually what it comes down to, right?
Right. They have upperclassmen on their offensive, defensive line. We have underclassmen. So,
good test for our kids.
It is a very good test for us, especially as we prepare for the CHL, which we know that those games in the CHL is going to be won in the trenches. So this is a good test for us if we can get penetration to disrupt the backfield.
And so you talk about Marvin Sycamp, Phil Allwell, Brandon Wise, our players. It's just wild to me to think that they're out there on the football field because, with COVID and being virtual a little bit, everyone just has grown up so fast. And now kids who used to be running around the 7th and 8th grade hallways are out there on the football field playing for our varsity team. So it's neat to hear you talk about Marvin, Brandon, and all the others who have grown up so fast and are out there representing our school very well, and I know they will tonight. So, Dave, you're a former AD, and I know I've helped out with ADs in the past. Chuck Grosser helped out with you. You've even helped out with Mr. Warmack. Football nights, there's a lot going on and a lot that goes into making the football games possible. So can you talk about the behind-the-scenes work that many people don't realize goes into preparing and putting on a football game?
It usually starts, a couple of days before where, I was lucky enough to have a great secretary. I know Mr. Warmack has an awesome secretary.
Absolutely.
With Sandy Haskins. So, it starts with them. They are calling the teams to make sure that they're coming. They're calling the officials, lining them up. And then, we're just trying to get everything situated before Friday. And Friday comes, set up the field. All right. That's you go out there and set up the field. And then you got a little lull time, right? You got to make sure that everybody shows up.
That was my favorite time.
Yes, it was the lull time. That's
pizza time.
Pizza time. We will, we have to hire a lot of help, ticket takers, chain crew, the people that take care of the officials, people that man the gates, those type of things. And we got to make sure that everybody shows up on time. We've got people going where they need to be. And, once that settles in, once the officials get here, the ADs, officials and teams, once they get here, then they take a little deep breath because, okay, we got officials, we got the other team, we can play.
Right,
we can play. And then, as, we start at 7 o'clock, probably when you were working with Chuck, and probably even my first year, it was 7:30.
Yeah, the game started later.
Yeah, so, and I think they moved it because the game has gone to a lot more passing, and we used to get out of here 11:30, 12 o'clock. Now we get out 10:30, 11 o'clock, right? So we just got to make sure that once it gets dark, you flip on those lights, and then let the game take care of yourself. That's where you can
hopefully walk out with a win.
Walk out with the win, and then once the game's over, then our stuff begins again. Because we've got to make sure the officials get back to their locker room safely. Got to make sure the teams get out of here safely. We got to make sure that the fans, clear the stadium so that we can clean up, put down everything, turn out the lights,
Dave, there is a lot going on here, or a lot that goes into putting on a football game.
Right.
When you were AD, as I'm looking over here right now, I don't recall you ever getting funnel cakes and deep fried Oreos here. So
that was homecoming stuff.
Homecoming stuff you did have?
Maybe not deep fried funnel
deep
cakes.
Fried Oreos. Yeah, those pulled up here.
I think I hear the pride of Finneytown coming up. Marching band. I don't know if we can get a shot here, camera people. So are they coming? Kyle's got it, so we're taking it to Kyle.
I was just messing with you. I didn't mean to. I wasn't putting a dig on you.
All right, hey, I got 2 students right here that I would love to interview. Let them know they came out to the game to support the game, and so I want to hear from them. The Wildcats are here to talk about the game. All right, gentlemen, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
J2 Lone. J2.
My name is Lachu Tamang, and I'm a senior.
Excellent, guys. All right, guys, what do you expect to see from tonight's game? Tell me what you want to see the Wildcats do tonight.
I want to see a dub.
Yeah, we got everybody pulling up today, so it better be a dub,
Yeah, it got to be a dub. I know it is. And, it's not even a question about it.
All right, so dub. For those who don't know what a dub is, why don't you explain that, a little better? Like, what's a dub? Oh, let's get that dub. What does that mean? Is that a touchdown? Is that 7 points?
A dub is short for a W, and a W is short for a win.
Hold on, let me say something. A W is scoring hella touchdowns, celebrating, going home with a happy face.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. I can't wait to see what our Wildcats do. Back to you at the studio.
And here we are. We're back
live. Yes.
Live with our band director, Brad Delaney, and our assistant band director, Sam Frank. How are you guys?
Today?
We're great. How are you guys?
We are awesome. Thank you for showing up.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Especially I know it's busy game night, etc. All that good stuff. Why don't you talk a little bit about the day for your band?
Yeah, so we just got the opportunity to play over at the ribbon cutting for the new elementary school. That was a fun experience, getting to celebrate with the community this awesome new building. And so we were excited and honored to get to be a part of that. And now we're here hanging out with you guys. Big game tonight.
Big
and
game.
then, we'll do our thing later. But we're excited to be here.
So we weren't over at the ribbon cutting. Paint the scene for us. What was it like?
There are a lot of people over there.
Tell us about it, Frank.
A lot of people were over there. We played the national anthem when the Girl Scouts raised the flag. There was a lot of dignitaries there. Springfield Township was represented.
Yeah.
Our board was represented. And then it was good hearing from them. A lot of community members there, so it's always great being in front of them. And then we also met some Finneytown history there.
Yeah.
Mr. Swartzel was there.
Yeah, we got to meet
OG band director.
Nice. Yeah.
Was there. So we got to meet him, talk to him, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 That is awesome.
So bringing, the past with the present, talk about, your band here, talk about the show. What can we look forward to if we go and watch you guys perform?
First of all, this group of kids is absolutely amazing. So
There they are.
Couldn't be more proud of the work that they've put in this summer. We are doing a show this year called A Winter at the Lake. And so that show is something different. We wanted to do something different this year that we've never done before. And so that's definitely this. So you're going to see we're going to paint a lake landscape onto a football field and bring winter to the fall. So that's our goal with this show. And they're doing a great job bringing that to life. And you're going to see it evolve throughout the fall, little by little, new things getting added. And then we get to end our season at Lucas Oil Stadium at Bands of America Grand National Championships this year. So we're pretty excited about that.
Now, Lucas Oil Stadium, that's like a real small place, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Something like that. Or
like 70,000, I think.
Just 70,000.
Yeah.
What an
No big
awesome
deal.
opportunity for our kids and for your program to showcase Finneytown
Absolutely.
at such a stage. That's really cool.
And we're honored to get to do that.
Absolutely. So talk about this year's marching band. And man, did they really keep attention well here?
Yeah, look at them. They're doing a great job.
I know,
out there.
fantastic
Yeah.
job. When we talked earlier on the podcast, you mentioned the youth of this band in particular. Talk about the band being young and what that's been like and how you see that unfolding.
Yeah, 35% of our group is brand new this year, never done this activity before. And so we've had a great opportunity to kind of push the kids and see what they're made of. And these students are hard workers. I've told them, and I think I've told you on the podcast, this is probably the hardest working band that I've taught here since I've been here. They just work, and they don't complain, and they don't give up or quit. And it's showing with what we're doing on the field. So we're excited to see how it continues to progress.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you took over last year.
Yep.
So from year 1 to year 2, what differences did you see?
What differences did I see year 1 to year 2?
Yeah.
Well, I think he and I have a better idea of what we're doing now.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of know how to teach band now.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Kind of.
I know how instruments work now, which is a big step,
We also have a great staff that has been with us coming back year after year. We have Michelle Bowers, who does our color guard, and Susie Cole, who does the color guard, and Miss Kate Pitchford, who's she teaches something here.
Yeah, something.
She teaches band with us. That's what I care about.
I think it's like science.
What do you
science
teach?
or something.
She teaches 8th grade
Science.
science. She's one of the band staff, so we're happy to have her. And then we have Miss Hannah Bennett as well. We got a couple other percussion people, Ray Butler.
Yeah, Mr.
So
Butler
a lot
back
of
there.
these people came back from last year to this year.
Nice.
So, getting to know how we operate together as a team instead of having to figure that out the way that we did last year has also been a big benefit to the students and a big benefit to us, and being able to plan a show that's a lot more intricate than the one we did last year. So
That's exciting. And I know there's a lot of support. You mentioned people over here.
Yeah.
But also FMPA is one of the support organizations we have here at the secondary campus, and they do an incredible job of working with you and Sam to fundraise and to do a lot of behind-the-scenes work. Could you tell?
I see our band mom walking up right now.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Pulling a wagon.
Let's all give it up for Mrs. Anger.
Mrs.
band
Anger.
mom.
Looks like she was maybe taking some water to the field for the kids
watering
so
our
that they could
band.
stay hydrated during the football game. They do all kinds of stuff for us behind the scenes. They're going to help move this massive bridge up here for us tonight so the kids didn't have to do that. We couldn't do anything that we do without the support of the FMPA, the community, the administration, everybody who supports us and values what music education does for these kids.
Love that. And I've had a chance to sit in on some of those meetings, and I can tell that that group and the way that they come together and support the band is truly special.
Yeah.
As are the other support organizations in the district.
Yeah.
FMPA alongside of Athletic Boosters and our PTA and on and on. There's so many to name, but that is truly something that we value here in the community and something that makes everything we do here possible. And so we thank all of those people who support us each and every year. Well, going to do a little contest here, okay?
Oh, boy. Okay.
Little contest, and then we have a pick to make. But first, I want to see. Each of us is going to take a T-shirt here, okay? So you take that one. I'll take this one. Let's give this one to Mr. Wolferst.
I'll take
Frank.
that. Frank.
All right. We're going to see who can throw the T-shirt the farthest.
The farthest?
All right?
Okay.
The farthest, without hitting any of our lights. All right?
That's a scary time.
So,
from
right
where
here.
we're currently sitting?
Right here.
Oh, you guys, you want to stand up?
Stand
So
up.
let's go one at a time because somebody's going to get
One
hit.
at a time,
One
okay?
at a time.
Be careful, that light is a little
I
dangerous.
see that.
Okay?
I see that. Can
No,
I
it's
step
just
down
a
off the
distance
platform?
thing. Nope. It's just
Oh,
a toss,
boy.
and it has to be like this.
This is going
It has to be like what?
No,
Like
this.
this.
Like this.
Can't
Like
ball
this?
it up.
Yeah, come on now.
Straight toss, okay?
It's a straight toss.
So
Well,
I'll go
I'm
first.
really at a
Set-
disadvantage
I'll set
here.
the distance.
There's the kids.
All
I'm
right?
going to
Okay.
hit. I'm gonna hit
So let's go right toward Ava Hutchinson up there. All right, ready?
It's undisqualified.
Yeah, you're going to have to
You're
move
gonna
a
have to
little bit.
move a
Ready?
little
T-shirt toss number 1.
Okay. All right.
Didn't even make it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Delaney, go ahead and step over
That
here.
was, that was a little.
I want to say that I'm not impressed by that, but I don't know how.
Yeah, it wasn't a great throw. T-shirt
Yeah.
toss 2.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Coming in hot. Oh!
Short.
All right. Uh-oh.
Oh, your band is not.
band.
They're
proud of
chirping.
you.
They're
They do not
chirping.
like
They
your
are
toss.
chirping.
You fell
Golly.
short.
We don't like chirpers.
Nope. All right, here we go.
chirping.
All right,
we
X's.
got a couple people.
Now, Wolferst, I've heard all about your athletic
Oh,
prowess.
there he is.
the
I don't know if
cone.
we account for angles.
Hey.
No, I think you
Here we
got
go.
it.
Can we
I was
get
playing the
Can
win.
we get a
Here's the wild card.
Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank.
Look at this guy.
Mr. Frank.
He's the
All right.
showman.
Yep.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, yeah.
In the tuba? No. But you can keep the shirt.
There we go.
There you go.
So,
All right.
Hey, they're chirping at you now,
Surprised
too.
That's
myself.
right.
Did I lose
that's
my
okay.
chair?
All right.
Did you?
Yeah. come
Oh,
on there,
yeah, I
Delaney.
moved my chair. Sorry.
All right. So, yes, pick them, throw them out.
Pass them out there, Ava.
Pass 'em
Anybody who
out.
wants one. Those are youth sizes.
Yeah, little use kids there. We also have some other fun stuff.
Well, here we go. I know the band
right.
has to get up to the field.
That's
so,
right.
Sam Frunk, you're our guest picker
All right.
tonight. We have a football game. We have the Wildcats, the
Okay, the
Finneytown Wildcats.
Finneytown.
We have the St. Bernard-Elmwood Place
Both
Knights.
1-1.
Okay.
There they are. taking the field here in minutes. What is your pick?
You know, I've done a lot of film study this week to prepare for this. So, you know, both of these teams are just dynamic programs.
Number one.
All right? We have a lot of good players on both sides of the ball in both picks of these games, okay? Now, you got to watch out for St. Bernard-Elmwood Place's their run game. They're a run and gun style team. You got to watch out for that. Will our defensive line hold up? I don't know. I think it's going to be a passing game.
Passing game.
And it might come down to a last-second field goal. And I think Alex Anderson is making that field goal. And the Finneytown Wildcats are going all the way.
There we go. Frank makes the pick.
All right.
There we go. Our first official pick on the pregame show. Frank picks Wildcats tonight in the thriller with a field goal to win it, right?
All right.
Love that. By 90.
Well, I know you two have by 90. Well, I know you two have somewhere to be.
Thanks for
lead
having
on
us.
marching band. Thanks for all you do, and we look forward to seeing your show tonight.
Perfect.
All
Thank you.
right.
Clear the fight song real
Yep,
quick.
yep.
Let's
Oh,
get
fight song, yes.
Fight song.
Tell the people. Drum majors, tell the people.
Fight song. Okay.
And here they go.
Here we go. There you go.
Go out there, Frank.
Yeah. He's all.
Oh, he's still mic'd up?
Yeah, he's mic'd up.
All right, we can get your mics. Thank you. Appreciate you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Well, we thank our band for performing the fight song.
Yes,
Sam
thank
Frank
you, Sam
picking
Frank,
the Wildcats
picks.
to win tonight. It was interesting. He said he thinks it's going to be a passing game.
Yeah,
And I
right.
think the statistic you shared was that St. Bernard-Elmwood Place has only thrown 4 passes this season.
Right,
so
but
that would be
probably
wildly
on
different.
our end that we need to throw the ball a little bit.
Throw
is
the
my
ball.
gu- That's my guess. is
Get it
what
out
he's
there.
trying to
Get out in space.
Yep.
And get in that end zone. So, well, we got a little ahead of schedule here, so we're improvising on the fly. Our alumni is showing up. It's great seeing familiar faces. I see former quarterback, the lefty, Jimmy Sammons is here.
Yep.
Jimmy, former
Yep.
quarterback. How are you? A basketball player. Kennedy, there's all kinds of people
There
here
is.
out for alumni night.
We got the chain crew coming up, looks like. So, yep.
Chain crew.
That's right.
I guess they cut away from us here to watch the band.
Okay. Not a problem. Who's live?
There goes our band up there to
Yes.
take the field.
There we go. 8 minutes till kickoff. You got time to get out here. Come out and support us.
Dave, we have 2 new guests up here. Who are these guys?
To my right is our field reporter, Kyle Chambers. And then the guy from behind the scenes here, our stagehand, Mr. Mike Holland.
I had a much better title earlier.
Well, you said you didn't want to be
all
the
right.
producer, stage
Stagehand,
producer.
I understand.
Yes, so
He's a lot more different up here than out there amongst the fans.
I got to say, you were out there really working the crowd, and for never reporting from the field before, you did a great job.
Thank you. I enjoyed it, and man, this has been an experience. Maybe I found my new life's calling. I don't know.
Well, okay, so I saw you sample a couple things. You didn't bring anything up here.
I don't have anything with me, no.
There was like an ice cream thing.
I got to be honest with you. Those ice cream sandwiches, holy cow. Those were
And where'd you get them from?
Joyous Sweets.
Joyously
Sweets here.
Where's she at?
Ice cream sandwiches. They're in the parking lot. It was delicious. I got the chocolate crunch. Game changer.
Game changer.
We stop at their place at OTR all the time, Joyously Sweet. It's so good. Their cookies, their desserts, everything they have is amazing.
So was that one of those deep fried Oreos?
No, that was a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Joyously Sweet is different than the, what's that called?
Funnel of Love.
Funnel of Love.
Funnel of Love.
Did you try that?
I did. I did also get to try the old, what are those called? Funnel cakes. Elephant ears.
Elephant
There it is. There it is.
Elephant ears.
Elephant ears.
It had strawberry and whipped cream on it. It was pretty good too.
Man, did you get anything on you?
I probably.
That's why you got the red shirt on.
right.
So, Michael, what are you looking forward to this school year?
Summer break 2023. Like
you say that every year.
181 days. I don't know who's counting, but 181 days. We're going to June. No, I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to my new group of kids, getting to meet them. My disc golf club, I enjoy that after school. The staff we have this year, we have a really, really good staff. Beginning of the year, sometimes those early meetings are kind of like, okay. But this year, great group, especially in my department. I think top notch. And Telford's going to, shock the world this year, I think, with the house competition.
Telford House.
Telford House, yeah.
That's
I
me.
knew it when I saw you. I knew it. Telford man.
Telford man for sure. He's talking about our house system here at the secondary campus, and that always gets our kids excited and gets our staff rallying around different competitions we do, but really a way for our students to feel like they belong and connect. And so you talked about your disc golf after-school program. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so it's something I started last year mainly with the middle school. This year I'm hoping to expand it a little more because my middle schoolers are high schoolers now. And hopefully some of our high schoolers can help our middle schools build the program up. Yeah, so got a bunch of baskets, a lot of disc, and we have Wintonwoods right around the corner. So hopefully we can grow. It's a sport of the future, man.
Sport of the future.
Yeah, because I heard you had a ball golf guy up here, and I'm a disc golfer, so that's the new golf for sure.
That's solid. Chambers?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the wrestling program, man.
Yeah.
That's a big story here, too.
Very excited about the wrestling program. This will be our third year as like an actual team. We had a club the year before, and we got a lot of things going on. We're really excited. Our freshmen will be the biggest class. Our 8th graders from last year we got second at CHL. And so we're actually really excited to see, okay, what can our middle schoolers do now at the high school and continue to build that base. Every day we get kids coming out saying, hey, I've heard about the wrestling team. I want to come out. What's really exciting is we are offering a girls-only team. So before we've had a lot of girls on the team, but they've been a part of the team and the lineup. Now we get to have a girls-only team. Was just sanctioned by the Ohio Athletic Association. And so we're really excited.
Wow, that is sweet.
It's been an awesome season, preseason. We had kids go all the way out to Fargo to wrestle. And so we just had a lot of great things going on. We're really excited to keep building towards greatness.
That's
looks
awesome.
like the team's heading up to the field right
Yeah,
now.
let's get a shot here.
Of the team, Gabby. Get a shot of the team there.
Go ahead and get a shot of the team over here.
There we go.
Yeah, there they go. Our very own Finneytown Wildcats heading up to take the field.
About 3 minutes left.
Kickoff here. Looks 3:40 up there on the clock.
Yep. 3:40.
For sure.
All right.
Well, tonight's been an awesome night, fellas.
It's been great for the first time ever. It's just been. We had some glitches.
I think we learned a lot.
We did learn a lot. We've got an outstanding. You want to thank people here?
Absolutely. Gabby Van Heeswick on camera 2. We have Ray Baget on camera 1. Nadia, last name?
Alligator.
Saliers. Thank you very much for working camera 3. So we have our students behind the cameras. Michael Holland. I'll give you the better title here. You were the production manager
of
the event, getting people mic'd up for us when we would cut away. Kyle Chambers, obviously, was our field reporter. Tim Kraus was working the camera for our field reporter, and Tim has been working with Finneytown local schools for the past year, going into his second year, and has really done a lot for us when it comes to the world of video production. And he's putting together a restorative practices documentary that we should be having here in sometime soon. Also, in the production room, we have Ben Wolferst, Dave's son. He's manning the control room, and our director overall, Mr. Charlie Crawley, who was asked last minute to do this and stepped up in a big way.
Big way.
And he was eager to do it.
Yep.
He wasn't nervous about it, and he actually did a fantastic job, and we thank him for jumping in without question. So
That's right.
it's going to be a great school year. Our football team's going to get it done tonight. Our marching band's going to perform, and all the other great fall sports that we have and activities we have are going to be fantastic.
Right.
Go check out the new building as well.
Couple other things. Next week's games, Taylor. It starts the CHL. And then, we've got a little tease about homecoming coming up, right, Much?
That's right.
So Friday, September 23rd here, McNulty Stadium, homecoming. And what are we going to be doing?
Well, we're going to give this another shot. This was round one, but with the kids coming back and us being able to promote it for the entire week leading up to the game and really getting engaged with the community.
Contest.
Yes. Dave Wolferst here has been talking about a chili dog eating contest for weeks now.
That's
that
right.
we will have
Players
happening
versus
here
coaches.
for homecoming.
Players versus coaches. So
Players versus coaches. So
better be ready. Come hungry.
get excited. We're going to have
right.
a great year, and we thank you so much for watching,
Yes, thank
and
you.
we will see you soon. Take care.
Stay classy, Finneytown.
Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats.
And cut.